off like it is. No idea. Oh, we need 2 million. Okay, so this is a joint thing. Got it. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Server wide points. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna single handedly give us all these points.
Gulu. Gulu gulu.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. How's everybody doing today? Excuse me. What? There's no sound coming through? What do you mean no sound? Should be sound coming through. I mean, it says it's playing. Zima, you can't hear no sound? Should be some sound coming through. I don't know. Hold on, I might have to check my stream on one of the platforms. 'Cause if I'm not getting any sound coming through, then there's something wrong with me. Nah, there's sound coming through. Okay. Yo, you have me freaking out because the other day I did that. I ain't gonna lie. I keep doing that on my streams now because I switch back and forth between two audio sets. One that allows me to let you guys hear my mother when she's talking, and then there's the other one that only plays the game sounds. Also, you know, my microphone will be coming through on another channel. But I've created separate channels so that if my mom's not on, if my mom's not talking to me, then there's no sense me having the other sounds playing. And so it'll only play game sounds. So then I can listen to music too on the side. You guys wouldn't even know I was listening. But what I keep doing is because I'm switching back and forth and I have to mute one. I want to muting both and forgetting that I muted both of them. I had a stream the other day for like an hour and a half. Had no sound. And then the one day I put like Be Right Back on my stream. Yeah. I put Be Right Back on my stream and forgot. Didn't look over at my screen for like an hour while I was running through the Giants. And the whole entire thing. You can hear me talking shit, but you couldn't see anything except for Be Right Back. I gotta stop doing that, so I gotta pay more attention to my stream. But like I said, I don't emphasize my stream when I'm playing the game. I'm really just trying to play the game. It's hard for me. It's not hard for me. I get wrapped up in the game and what I'm doing, and I forget to look over at my screen to make sure that everything's coming through the way it should be coming through. So, I mean, when shit like that happens, if you see it, point it out for me. Because if I look over, I might not catch it right away. Like I said, I just now recently put timestamps on my chat, so I know when somebody said something, and I can look at my clock and be like, oh, yo, I kind of missed that. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you see my stream get messed up, or you notice something about the stream, or you don't see a picture or any, whatever it is, just if you're in chat, just let me know. I'll try and adjust it. Just a minute, I look over at chat. Excuse me. What I should do is take my one. See, I play on my gaming monitor for this system, right? So this is actually for gaming. Then my stream and my chat are on my middle monitor, which is off to my right hand side, and I use that for my chat and my stream. But because I'm looking straight forward most of the time, and these are all curved monitors too, and they're 32 inches. I shouldn't have missed shit, but I do. Anyway, so when I look over, I notice the chat, and I got my chat on the left side of the stream so that I can see these. Just turn over. But I get, like I said, I get wrapped up in the game and I don't see it. And then I got my other gaming monitor with my other system right next to that. So just imagine like an L-shaped desk. One gaming system on the left side, and then you come up to the L, which is the middle part of the desk, and that's where my stream and chat go. And then over on the right side of the desk, which is the other part of the L, that's where my other gaming system goes. It really gets confusing when I'm running both of my characters at the same time. It's nothing but me simply turning my chair left or right, because that's exactly how the systems are set up. I just turn. But I get lost in it sometimes, and especially my stream, because I'm going through two characters, and then my stream, I'm not focusing on my stream, I'm focusing on both characters. it's messed up. I've done it like over the past 2 weeks. I've done it 3 or 4 times where I've had streams like an hour and a half with nothing showing. Didn't even get that. Or even starting out my stream, I'm so quick because I gotta run everything when I get up. So I have to run my chat, I have to run everything, and then I go to hit go live, but I'm still on my stream ending, so I have to switch it over. So you might see a stream or two with like stream live or stream ending for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it switches over. I don't, you know, since I do it all myself, I don't have anybody to hand on my stream. It's a little bit harder. It's alright, eventually I'll get everything worked out, because I plan on getting just a chat screen, and I'm going to put it on a boom and have it off to my left hand side, but it's going to be, I'm going to turn the screen vertical instead of horizontal, so that I can see the chat like right there next to where I was, which is where I'm usually looking at. Eventually, I mean, I don't. When you buy eventually, I mean, if this stream ever blows up, which I doubt it ever will, because I'm a very abrasive person, and there's a lot of people who are not going to watch my stream. In all honesty, I don't give a shit. That's the truth. Like, I really don't care. But if it ever gets to a point where I need to start caring, then I'm, you know, then I'm gonna have to. Better set up for what I got going I'm just going to be spending time today doing my back quests again. Maybe participating in the events when they come in. Because I like the events. You know, a couple. They're easy to do. I don't think I'll be winning any trophies. Pro silos. It's actually boring to me, to be honest with you. I'm at a spot now where I'm starting, like I said yesterday, getting bored. And it's becoming an issue. I'm not calibrated. Why would I not? Oh, you know why? Because it's concentrating on Storm instead of calibrated. So I'm gimping myself. That's crazy. Thought I had all this calibrated up. Easy enough to do that. Just gimp yourself when you do things like that. I've seen her do this a lot. So I was watching people using let's go this, the silent anabasis. Anyway, so I'm watching people use that, and they're creating the glass shards, and then they explode. But I seen some of them shooting off, and I didn't know how they were doing it. So I went through and I was checking all the armor pieces, and I found out that the gloves would do it. So, I'm sorry, the chest. No, the gloves would do it. So I changed my build slightly, and put this chest piece on, and took off my Frost Tactical Vest for this, swapped it out. So I get a little bit more protection. No more psi, no more HP, apparently, none of that other stuff. Nothing special, but gloves, right here, snow camel gloves. So they give you 4 additional ice missiles that launch off of it. I like it because it's more crowd control again. Even though I didn't have a problem running it the other way. I wanted to run. I just wanted to try it out. I'm like,
That old Rosetta file might be pretty valuable. Nice find. Let's check if there are any other documents around. These files should be more than enough for Claire. Let's head back to Greywater and give them to her.
Oh yeah, Abrasive. You could play this game solo. I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I play solo. That's all I do. Since the game's come out, I always play solo. I mean, I've tried the Hive thing in this, but my personality is weird sometimes. So I don't get along with certain people. So if you're like too what I would consider normal, then me and you are not going to really get along. Because I like to joke, and I like to fight. I'm not talking about like any social issues or racial shit. I'm just talking about like I find shit funny that some people might not find funny. If you don't have like a sense of humor like I do, then point I'm making before I go on some long bullshit tirade is that I have an abrasive attitude, so it doesn't gel with it. I mean, I could try and act nice, I could try and act a certain type of way, but I get frustrated with people a lot, especially when you're talking dumb shit. I don't like talking about stupid
From
shit.
all the posters and bullet holes,
Yeah,
it
but
looks like
Solo
Rosetta
is
was
definitely
trying to
Solo.
subjugate the survivors.
To answer your question, yes. Solo.
In the end,
All that
looks like
other
they had to
shit.
resort to violence to achieve their goal.
All that other shit really don't matter. It's solo. You can play solo. You can have a good time in the game. Like a bunch of hives put together. Actually, it's not even hives put together. It's just a bunch of people. Total, I believe it's like 40 or 50. The game's fun. Absolutely fun. It's a long game if you do all the content this game has to offer. You technically shouldn't be able to finish it all. There's a bunch of event stuff that's going on. Then there's like finding all the interior decorating stuff you can put in your base, and then all the quests, and then all the side quests. Take you a while. It's worth it if you want to invest time. And the game. I recommend the game to anybody who asks about it. I'll continue to pump this game out there because it has something for everyone. You can farm in this game, you can tame pets in this game, you can tame animals in this game. The biggest thing with this game is just to play the way you want to play, right? Don't play it the way other people play it. Don't try to emulate anybody else's game play style unless it's similar to yours. Find out real quick. People will tell you what to do in this game, and that's their preference of playing, right? I like to do my content. And I also like my base development. This time I didn't spend much time on my base. I just built my standard base, and I'm doing a good fancy with it like that. That's not bad. Alright, there goes. Get locked in and some people play in a certain type of way. One of the other reasons, not just because my personality, one of the other reasons, I don't want to have to work for somebody else. I don't mind helping people out, like getting them, but that in hives, for some reason, a lot of hives, people join hives and then like a week later, don't, you know, people stop playing. The guy who joined the hive, he winds up having to do more. Nobody's coming on to play. It just gets boring. You just gotta get with, like, if you got this way you at least like communicate when they don't want to play. Rando high. Like I said, one person in the hive. Nobody else. Benefits of being a hive, you get more specializations. You don't have to focus on the same specializations in the game. This way you have access to more stuff that's going to benefit you while playing. I would say the game's not complicated, but my mother's been playing for months. Again, she just like fixing up her base and decorating her base, and then like going out and farming normal stuff like trees and fields and everything. She isn't doing too much to the real game. She old shit. She's old. Technology is a little bit harder. This game reminds me of so many other games too. Like there's some Cyberpunk 2077 references in here. There's a reference to the Hitman series with a deviant that you can get called Lethal Rabbit. Pretty sure I have one in here somewhere. So there's a lot of little things in this game that will have you thinking, oh shit, I played that game, or I've done this, or I've done that. So there's like some Assassin's Creed references in here. There's like some Ubisoft game elements in here. Then they have Tom Clancy's Division elements with the third person and stuff like that. It's not no real stealth mechanics in the game. I mean, they've tried to put stealth in this game, but the stealth is a little bit hard. Three mobs are all connected through their AI, through the NPC AI programming. So when you hit one from a distance, the other two but if you don't kill them immediately, it's like the one knows exactly where you are all of a sudden out of nowhere, and then the other two are somewhere. It's hard to do stealth. So if you're a sniper in the game, you can kill things at a distance which gives you an advantage because you can kill a whole town at a distance. But if you don't kill with the first shot, then you'll have mobs at you. But I wanted to try to make an assassin's build. So I was only using daggers and a crossbow. Because then there's no loud noises and daggers you can throw. And then you can kill every mob in this freaking game with one dagger. One dagger per mob. Until 35, 40, that's when you start. You might need to use 2 daggers. The Anyway, it never worked out because you can't really sneak up on just one mob. Because if you do, another mob sees you, or that mob turns around because your movements are very random. That mob turns around and notices you. Then the other 2 mobs connected to it. You'll see what I mean, especially like the wolves in the game. They travel packs and they ag. I would love to see them focus more on a stealth build because they have all the weapons in here for it. Anyway, if they ever focus on stealth, I'll run a whole thing just stealth. A lot of loot in this game too, so like looting is... I love looting. Anybody who's played Borderlands loves looting, so you know, like looting is one of my main aspects of this game. Anytime I go into a town, I have to loot out the entire town. Now you can go back to the start of the town after completely looting a town and re-loot it. Spawns are fairly fast, but you'll spend a significant amount of time. they've changed the game so many times as far as like how things are highlighted. There used to be noise when you would get near like the major crates, like the mystical crates, like the crates. There used to be that noise. They did away with it. It's just too annoying. Like every time you listen to that. It's just so much. I enjoy it. I just turned down this. Not a big deal. And the beauty of this game too is that they also listen to their viewers or their player base. Not viewers, player base. Oh yeah. I can turn it on. I just turned it down by half. Yeah, sorry about that. Is that better? That should be better. I do talk somewhat low sometimes, but I had turned my audio up because you said you couldn't hear it, Azima, so I had turned the audio up so that you can hear it more. Yeah, thanks 2B for letting me know, bro. Appreciate it. Or sis, whatever. Bro, sis, whoever. Azima's a sis, by the way. Gun shooting. I just did it for you while you said it. It should be better because I turned it down almost to half. So, and my microphone is up higher. Let me adjust my mic even more so. Can you hear it better? Oh shit, that might be too high. I have an adjustment on the boom itself that I can change volume also. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I wanna make sure that people can hear and whatever I'm saying, but also hear the game sounds. The gunfire is a bit loud in the game. Plus, I use a program that boosts it, so you'll hear my footsteps more clearly. And like anything that generally would be low in the game gets boosted above the normal sound. So that's why you're hearing it like that. They've all been boosted. Did I even go upstairs and check? No. I couldn't have because I would have jumped off the roof and I didn't do that. You big dummy. Wait. Did I come up here? No. Nothing up here to do. This is a section that they didn't have initially in the original game. Well, in the betas. They put a lot in before the game released, and that was one, like, just a tiny little touch that they put in because there was nothing there initially. They still got to flesh everything out, though. Yeah, sorry about that, 2B. Okay. Where's the umbrella chick? She's gonna be here somewhere. Anyway. game's got a lot of bright spots to it. They did a Way of Winter release, which is like what I would call an expansion to the game. It was another part of the map that they had opened up, and the problem with that is they opened up Way of Winter and made it a separate game, basically. So they call them scenarios, and they made it a separate scenario. And I don't think they should do that. I think they should open up the maps and just leave them open, so you can start here in the original scenario that they had going on, move into the Way of Winter flawlessly and seamlessly, and then if they open up the next map, move into that also, so that eventually at some point this entire map would be open. So this is a huge section, like this is big, but then you have this part of the map. So Way of Winter is up here, and then they opened up the fire part, which I believe is over here. But I think this should all be open at some point. Part of it is that they wipe, like Rust does, after 10 weeks. And then that scenario restarts on a new server. So you got to choose a new scenario every 10 weeks. I don't mind it, but what happens is, if you enjoy, this is called the Manny Bus scenario, right? So if you enjoy the Manny Bus scenario, you're stuck, if you want to just play that, repeating it over and over and over again. Now, mind you, like your weapons and your armor that you upgrade, as far as like star level wise and all, that all stays. All your blueprints stay. Yeah, like all your blueprints stay. Your materials are still there, but they go into a place called like Eternal Land. They go into your backpack, and then you can transfer them over, but they only give you a certain amount of currency to transfer over. So for the most part, when people start, hey, Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. Have it. Thank you for joining the stream. Anyway, shit, I just got thrown off what I was talking about. But we were talking about the Manny Bus event. So you just, again, yeah, exactly. That's what we were talking about. I apologize. Lost my train of thought there for a second. It should be, I believe we're in the third still. The third phase. I think we're in, no, we're in the fourth phase. All right. So, right, we're here. So then there's another week. Then there's another week. And then there's 4 weeks in which to complete everything if you want to. So typically the server lasts approximately 9 weeks. I apologize, 9 weeks. 10 weeks. It's 9 or 10 weeks. I want to say 9 weeks because I think this counts as the phase where you go and you sign up for a new phase or a new scenario. There was a lot of issues with the Way of Winter with people playing, and they came back to play the Manny Bus scenario. Manny Bus scenario here only has 3 worlds on it, whereas opposed to when it first came out, the worlds were anywhere from 8 to 10. I remember them when the worlds were 10, and that was in a beta, or that was just after the beta. They tried 10 worlds, and then they lowered it down to 8, and then it got even lower than that. The only problem with this game is they have a massive retention problem between week 4 and week 6, because a lot of people will speed run this scenario and not have anything to do after week 4. Week 4, everything's opened up. I mean, everything's opened up. You can do everything in the game, and there's nothing to hold you here once you complete it all. As you can see, I'm going back and I'm doing all my side quests. But most people will not even go back and do the side quests. They stop playing the game. So between week 4, week 6, the server or the world populations are halved by half. And that's their biggest problem. So they were trying to stop that because people wanted new content, and then they made Way of Winter, and they rushed Way of Winter. Because if you look at the release date of this game in July, I believe it was July 6th that the game released. I could be wrong by a couple days. But anyway, they released it in July. They had Way of Winter come out in, what, September? The end of September, or maybe in October. I think it was in October. Anyway, that's not a lot of time to develop a map that had nothing in it to begin with, right? And put everything in there, put all the questing in place that you need, and then all of the different mechanics that they tried to introduce. And they rushed it. And it just, some people like it. Most people that I know who are playing on this server right now did not like it. That's why they're playing this, because the Manibus scenario is more fleshed out than the other ones. And that's why I think they should just open it up. Open the map up, man. Don't do all this, you know, different scenario over here, different scenario over there. Make it seamlessly being able to transition from one, you know, from one side of the map to the other side of the map without having to go through any portals, without having to go to a different server. Just open it all up. Create the content. You know, as you create the content in the other areas, open them up. Just add new quests, new everything. Run it as one big scenario, and then figure out how long it takes somebody to get from the beginning of the content of the game all the way to all the other content that you did. And then have a wipe then, and rewipe the map, and have people do it all over again. But people should be able to transition from one section to the other without all of this stuff. I don't think this is a good idea how they're doing it. I mean, everybody looks at the map and goes, what about this area? And what about that area? That would be how I would run it. All the same content, all the, you know, that you want in the game. I would get some new assets too, because they reuse assets repeatedly. So any building that I go into, I know the layout and design of the building. And I know where the drops generally are. Because it seems as though a lot of the assets were just copy-pasted. So they copy-pasted even drop locations within them. And again, they try. It's just... they reuse a lot of assets over and over and over and over. And that was another reason why people were just getting bored with the game. Keep using the same assets over and over. There's nothing really new. So, Zeman, to answer your question, I believe 3 weeks. Because you go into that settlement phase in phase 6, and then you have to wait, and then you can sign up for the new servers. I mean, my original server was one of the first servers that went live, and then I just like moved my character during the next one to whatever it was, whatever I was able to sign up for. What? What I'll do is before the next season starts, I'll make sure that I give ample notice to anybody who wants to play on that server that I play on. Or will be playing on. I'll stream it, like which one I'm going to join or whatever. This way people can join it if they want to join. And be on the stream or participate. With me and my mother playing a game. She's generally by herself most of the time because she has to learn the game. I try to keep her doing her content as much as possible solo so that she can learn how to play the game properly. Because if I help her with everything, she'll never learn. She'll just rely on me to do the content. So I'll help her with like the bosses, boss mobs, anything that gives her any difficulty. But other than that, she's generally on her own most of the time. Yeah, and I want you don't have to go on stream, Azima. You know, like if you want to play with me and my mom, I'll let you know when I'm streaming and when I'm not streaming. If you come on, I'll stop streaming for that time period. I don't mind. Like I said, the streaming's really not that big of a deal to me. I do it because you know, I got family members who I don't get to see a lot. Sometimes they watch the stream and contact me through there. Did that. Ain't gonna have none of that going on there, lady. I should be running my... See, this is where I get messed up too. I should be running my deviated chops. You get more acid back from deviants when you run your deviated chops. I hear you. Where you at? I like the snapping feature, and I'm actually used to that because I've seen other games use that feature where you snap. Something What are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing over there? Huh? Maron, what are you doing? This is what I was telling you about, like looting. Me be in this town all day long, just looting, and never get out of it. So I don't generally, I should say, loot the same area, unless I know it contains a crate that I want or something like that, and I'll loot it again. The only loot runs that I do that are repeated are the ones that are in Blackfell. Because at some point you're going to be at max tier weapons and max tier armor. And you need the crystals that you can get from the loot runs in Blackfell. Real easy. And you can loot Blackfell, I believe it's every 4 hours. I don't even do that now because I can make the crystals I need for my gear and my weapons to upgrade them. We golden, pony boy? We golden. I still hope they introduce a loot pet in this game. It would be much easier. All this like loose loot, anything that's like laying around like this stuff, your loot pet would pick up for you. And then any boxes that you would have to open or anything